Hi, Lexi. You had kind of the extended off season. What were your areas that you wanted to focus on for yourself personally to improve on, given you had extra time that you maybe weren't expecting to have before the season?
Yeah, absolutely. I think as a team, it was our goal to just kind of get stronger and take advantage of the time that we do have off. I think also focusing on all the things that we need to work on and get better on, taken from last year and how the year ended. I think that we really were able to take advantage of the time and, yeah, the team time that we had together, and also building relationships too, because we weren't really around family as much and we were with each other a lot. So taking advantage of the time that we had for sure.
Anything in particular that you want to develop in your skill set or your game that you wanted to improve on during that time?
Yeah. So the last few months, we have been able to work with Tyler. And the big thing that we've been working on as a team and for me personally is being creative. So being creative on offense and just like in general, every position is working on doing different things and making the most of like unexpected situations. So I think that's been something we have been really focusing on and trying to implement in our game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jacob Padilla.
How ready is this team to play a match?
Ready as we'll ever be. I mean, we have to be ready. We haven't played in a year or over a year, I think now. We this past weekend we kind of tried to implement a game like situation. So we had like a pregame practice, pregame meal, all of that here in Devaney, and we like switched the courts, wore jerseys, all of that. So I think that that kind of was definitely a help for us in order to prepare for this weekend and be ready after not playing for so long.
Andrew Ward.
Hey Lexi, there was talk last week about just being prepared right at the top.
The
Uh,
baby, sorry.
yeah, sorry.
So cute.
Yeah, there was talk last week about just being ready to go since it's a Big Ten schedule right out of the way. Just how ready out of the gates you guys have to be, and how prepared do you have to be, especially with the NCAA tournament field reduced to 48 teams.
Right. Yeah, with any Big Ten match, we have to be ready to play and ready to compete. So I think that that's something we've been preparing for, like I said, a year now. So we're all excited and looking forward to playing. And yeah, we just can't believe that it's actually happening this weekend, but we're looking forward to it for sure.
Brent Wagner.
So those 2 months that you got, 2 or 3 months you guys were off, I assume you went home to California. What if you did? What was kind of your routine? Were you able to get matches, to go to the beach, to train on the beach? I guess what was your routine during the time you were away?
Yeah. So it was great to have time off. I haven't had that much time off in basically my entire life, but to be able to go home and spend some time with family. My sister actually last year, they put a gym in their garage. And so with everything being so closed down in California, it was really great to have that and be able to work out and stay in shape and all of that, and also taking advantage of the beach and being outside and running stairs and all of that. So it was actually, I think, out of all the girls on the team, I definitely had a really great situation in working out and staying in shape and preparing for the season, even when everything was so shut down. So that was really cool to have that time.
How long did you go without hitting? I mean, were you able to hit out there, or how long did you go without hitting?
Yeah, I would say about a month I went without hitting. Everything was so on and off for so long, so we would come back and say, okay, yeah, we could start, and then we'd have more time off. So it was pretty on and off, which was interesting. But I don't think I went over a month without hitting. Yeah.
Beth Merrigan.
Lexi, would you talk about the personality of this team and maybe any habits or routines you guys have that incorporated that personality?
Yeah. I think we're a very, very close team. I think that even the freshmen that just got here and the freshmen that got here a few months ago, I think that they're just fitting in and getting along with the team so well. I think we're a pretty free-spirited team. We have lots of personalities and people that are fun, and we just all love being around each other. So we're a very, very close-knit team for sure.
Do you feel like your leadership on the team this year is changed based on that personality? What are some things that you're doing as a leader of the team?
Yeah. I would say it's pretty much the same as it was last year, considering we didn't really have any seniors last year. So all the juniors were basically the seniors. So something for me that I have tried to work on last year and I will continue to work on is being an emotional leader for the team. Just trying to remain steady throughout the game and being that person that people can lean on in tough matches and in stressful situations.
Jacob Padilla.
Coach talked about how tight that middle blocker battle has been. Just in general, how have the newcomers kind of assimilated themselves and fit into the volleyball side of things?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Nebraska volleyball is, we do things our specific way, and it's really, when you first get here, you really have to learn a lot of the techniques and the drills and all the things that we do. But they caught on so quick, and it's been really, really cool to see the competition and how the new girls have just raised the level in our gym. And I guess, just created so much competition and like a good competition atmosphere, not like a negative situation, but pushing each other to get better. It's been really awesome to see.
Do 2 more questions. Brent Wagner.
Yeah, after this season, will you come back for the fall 2021 season?
That's a great question. Obviously, the seniors now have another year of eligibility, so that's something that I'll have to consider. I think after this little spring season is over, I'm excited to see how everything pans out and what kind of a season we do have, but I haven't made any final decisions concerning that yet.
What kind of mindset will you have this season, not knowing if this will be your last season or not?
Definitely preparing for my last season. I think that, I don't want to make any expectations or place any expectations on the girls or myself of coming back and I'll have another shot at this, but giving it my all this season. And I think that that's kind of our mindset, even for the younger girls, just giving it our all this season and focusing on what's in front of us and not thinking too far ahead.
Dan Corey.
Hi, Lexi. Coach Cook mentioned that with the back-to-back night games against the same opponent, that it's kind of like a chess match. What challenges does that provide mentally for you guys, whether you win or lose on the first night going into that second night against the same team?
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. We obviously haven't done that at all. And so I think it's going to be an interesting test for all the teams. I think if we win the first night, it's going to be a test to see if we can bring that and get better the second night. And hopefully we don't, but if we lose the first night, then we're going to have to pick it right back up and get better the next night again. So I think it's going to be interesting for all the teams. And definitely an adjustment that we're going to have to make and get used to pretty quick here.